Tonight, I will be demonstrating the principles of cyber warfare. This is a topical subject. You have your North Koreans and your Sonys and your... Is there any other cyber warfare? I'm sure somebody else is doing some innovative disruption at any given time. But what I'm going to show off here... Jesus Christ.
I heard something.
This is awkward. I'm 96%, you say. Okay, you see those crosshairs? You see that rotating sigil? Oh yeah, it's augmented reality going on. It's textbook cyber warfare. The icon above her head and everything. So that was a close encounter of the first kind, which is how we cyber warfare experts classify things into kinds, yes. And webcam installation is a highly technical process. Hey, it's a couch potato. So you basically have to survive a series of encounters. So this comes down to having put sufficient numbers into your numbers. That's, of course, that's one of the spots Amelia wants a cam. The bathroom. She's probably not going to do things with this footage which are ideal. I really should have gone and looked up Tawny Sessions in the celebrity list thing so that I could find out whether this is in fact super bad to be doing. Let's have a look at this computer. Camera. Oh yeah, right, you got to use this to activate them. Cam check. One camera activated. But out of how many? Put one on the bed, might as well invade further privacy while we're conducting cyber warfare. Okay, so you see, these things are like the bombs of the new age. Cameras, they're everywhere. This is the year 2004, and you can make a camera that's so small it fits on a bedside table and connects wirelessly to a nearby computer. Now that is technology. That is hacking. How many cameras am I supposed to place here? Bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. Why the kitchen, I wonder? Whoops. So this guy has basically just walked straight into me, so that's a big no-no.
Someone there?
Okay, so your hardened cyber warriors never make that mistake. He does not have a strong digital defense. I'm going to position the augmented reality crosshair here once again. And I'm waiting him out. I've got a firewall, so all I've got to do really is wait. Okay, oh shit. Yeah, whatever. Quest log updated. Is that a bad thing? Have I just failed the mission? Yes. I see. Possibly walking directly into the guy was not the way to do it. Let's try this again. Okay. The first precept of cyber warfare is to know your enemy. So I know that there are two of them. There is this guy on the sofa. I failed to know my enemy. How can this have happened to me? Patterns, habits, routines. Of course, they're changing it up on purpose. I should have expected this. Alright. If the enemy has changed their strategy, all I have to do is follow the exact same tactics as before. And they'll no longer be in position to stop me. It's brilliant. Gotta get to the kitchen. Now, Tawny is spending a lot of time in that kitchen. What does she have to hide? I'm gonna have to wait until she's moved literally anybody anywhere else. Could take some time, so I'm just going to take up position here. Good, good. Yep, okay, I'm going in for a port scan. And camera. Next step, this is also the final step.
Hey, stop right there.
Let's try that again. So, if all else fails, you have a potent arsenal in your, a potent tool in your cyber warfare arsenal. Being a tool in an arsenal, it's actually more of a weapon. And that's magic. So you can't use a computer when you're asleep from a magic spell. So we'll go ahead and place that one in the kitchen. Similarly, this guy, a bit of a couch potato anyway, right? He's just sitting there. If he falls asleep, sit forever. There you go. So with the power of blood magic, we've successfully hacked these 3 cameras. And now all I've got to do is hack the central camera repository here, the server. Cam check. Cool. Get out quietly and come back. I've received some command and control there on my network connection. So like a good botnet, I will get out. This is the most delicate part of the operation. You've got to wipe all the log files to make sure that nobody who's awake notices a thing. Easy enough in this case. Am I clear? I think I'm clear. Okay, let's leg it. Intrusion 101. So what else do I have left to do in Hollywood, if anything? If I take the cab back to my own haven, I can check my emails and see what the Croy thinks of the job I've done, and also look at this information from Mitnick. So I'll probably do that in a sec, and then I'll have to head to Chinatown. But I could also use some more blood, or blood, any of those. And it occurs to me that there is still one club in Hollywood which I have not visited. Full bar, no cover. Sounds good. I'm not here to drink wine anyway. So, what's the clientele like? Don't need to sign in or anything? Oh, it's a different kind of club. I see. Well, technically that doesn't preclude me from finding someone to feed on. It might just be a little more awkward. Nobody really able to practice good neck hygiene in a place like this. Dang, well, I see. Maybe...
Oh, look what just walked in. I can't imagine you'd get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you.
I see. I saw the fangs.
I think we should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves.
As it were.
Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me.
If you say so. So, Like most of the properties around here, a vampire is in control. It looks like I might not be getting much of an opportunity to feed around here. You never know who might be upstairs, I guess. So, why do you run a place like this when you could do anything with your own death?
Isn't this better? You and me alone, for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense, and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone.
I have heard of Toreador.
Oh yes. What gave me away? How absolutely intoxicating for you to know this. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I, and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention.
True enough, they had that problem at the Asp hole.
Think nothing of it. I'm Velvet. Valor. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me?
I've got to say, I like the idea that people are starting to hear of me. Let's engage in a little mutual question off. I'll ask questions about you if you ask questions about me, and we can reassure each other of how cool we are.
I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about.
Have you ever met Jeanette Verman?
Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose.
That is unfortunate.
For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me.
I wonder why the Hollywood kindred have such problems with hunters. I guess it is a destination where everyone is watching everyone else all the time. Everyone wants to be on the stage simultaneously. But yeah, I mean, I've had to come to this realization recently. The hunters want to kill us, and we are better at it than they are.
I've had to adjust a lot to this existence. And I've accepted that I may have to do just that. But I'm a suspect, and if she ends up dead, and I'm seen, they'll either kill me or chase me into obscurity, where I'll wither and die.
I can see where this is going. Let's see what happens if I don't actually bring up helping her.
Ash. Isaac does so love him. We're like step-siblings, Ash and I. But I think Ash is reckless. He's never been comfortable with what he's become. And he's getting careless.
Is Isaac also her sire?
I'm sorry. I'd rather revel in the present than dwell on the past.
Oh, that's not a nice expression. I do appreciate option 3 there. I don't really mind Velvet Velour, but if I did mind her, that would be a pretty amusing thing to say. Well, having been coy enough about it, I might as well offer to do assassination.
Who's back? Velvet will do nicely. Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
No, the thing is, I'm willing to do things for money and experience points.
I've got a girl, Misty. She's divine, and a willing blood doll for the right amount of money. I'll set her up for you. My treat.
I could really use a blood doll in this town.
You'd really be willing to do this for me?
Holy
Won't
shit.
lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful.
The way this game leads you down a path is pretty amazing. Like a few episodes or hours earlier, I was trying to remain sort of human moral, treating people as people and not kindred and kind. And now I'm agreeing to go and kill some woman in order to have somebody else's services hired out to me as a blood doll. That's an interesting moral aspect to not think about.
She works over at the sin bin now. Her hair's blonde on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please.
Understood.
And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
So discipline is an actual term these people use. I had not heard anyone say the word before. Alright. Well, I'm no fan of hunters. Except possibly Grunwald Bark. I think I am a fan of Grunwald Bark. Because he was very cool. I wonder if... Well, I've been given a path here to earn my keep in blood. It wasn't subtle. I mean, alternatives were implicitly on offer. But, we'll leave those aside. VV is not curious type. I wonder if Flynn is still trying to kill me. Well, I'm not really kill, he was sort of running away from me. Hang on. Okay, some things make more sense now. Last time we were here, Flynn was such a dickhead that we actually sort of started a physical confrontation, and rather than attacking, he ran downstairs and tried to kick a door open. That would be the door with the vampire hunter behind it who he employs. Right.
Hey, Hot Pants.
Not you again. This again.
Hey, relax. Sounds like you're a little, pent up. You came to the right place for that problem.
I'm not willing to humor him for even 1 second.
Whatever. This is Hollywood. I deal with types like you all the time. You keep talking that bullshit and my mouth won't be the only thing shooting off.
Bye. You're very lucky I don't just drink all of your blood. So... Chastity. Gotta get rid of all the other patrons. So, well, there's one leaving on his own, that's good. Oh no, hang on, he's not leaving. Man. Oh. That goes outside. Oh yeah, I've seen this door from near the graveyard. So, gotta get rid of this guy and this guy. I guess I could talk to them, try and scare them off. Hey, what if I just... Oh shit. I've just paid for him to stay longer. If this machine wasn't working anymore... Nice. No change for you. What is this guy? Oh, what? I didn't do that. Ah. The blonde-haired one is Chastity. But I gotta get the others out. So with this guy, it's just a matter of time. How can I make this man go away? Haha. Und. Hey, you need to leave.
Yeah, what are you looking for, honey?
Get out of here.
Oh. Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Why did she agree to that? I think she might be on something. So, does that leave... there's Chastity. Well, so I assume. But there's still one witness. Oh. Keeps paying for more. Well, I'm glad you're so engrossed, dude. Actually, that's kind of gross, dude. What if I just put him to sleep or something? Let's see how that works out. And then I just gotta wait until this timer runs out, right? I wonder how long they go for. There we go. Ah! Wow. I guess he's too horny to be stopped by this means. I wonder if I can enlist the aid of the other woman.
Well, here we are. You got something specific in mind? Because the clock's ticking, honey.
I mean, it's an opportunity for blood, but it feels kind of hella exploitative. I might pass up that one. Maybe I could convince Chastity to come with me. Maybe I could convince Flynn to... Now that would require talking to him. What can I do with the computer? Ah. Lockdown. Yeah, you can go elsewhere for the night. Oh, come on. Okay. Just you and me, Chastity. If that really is your name.
Stop right there.
Ouch. What is she? She did something to me there, some sort of something. It hurt a lot up front, but that was effective in the end. Alright, plausible deniability. Oh. There we go. I've become an assassin at last. For blood, if not money. Although now I'm so drained that I might actually just have to...
Well, here we are. You got something specific in mind? Because the clock's ticking, honey.
I was thinking if you take that collar off, we could get down to business. Thank you. I'm sorry. Alright, let's get out of here. Mr. Flynn, I am quite dissatisfied with your establishment and will not be paying it any further visits. And since I'm here, by here I mean, you know, in Hollywood on the Strip, I might as well inform Vivi and Amelia that I've done the stuff they wanted. Vesuvius Velvet Velour. Nice, I guess. Very, tasteful. Tonight we explore the nude side of Hollywood. Largely.
Look who's back.
It's me.
Couldn't stay away, could you? Mm-hmm. I know. I heard you from here. So you like loud noises, do you? I asked you to be quiet. All you've done is attract attention to yourself. And now you're in my club. You think there's any chance someone might make the connection? I don't know if you've helped or made things worse.
What the hell?
Fine. Apology accepted. Only because no one else got hurt.
Yeah, I'm out of this whole sordid transaction.
Poor David Hatter.
What? Huh? Why are you still talking to me?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters.
I've
Sound
met that
reminiscent
guy.
of something to you?
Yeah. Okay, maybe this is worth talking about, but you can forget about the idea of me killing people for you for blood.
Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David, a kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
Death. I do know that.
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, that's a familiar story, Velvet. You being too close to people to know. What was she mad about? Like, I used a discipline. That must be it. I covered myself in a blood shield. But only the Hunter Chastity saw it. If she could detect that, she's got good hearing.
I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is Kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
Not again, no. I've got a bad taste in my mouth already. I should not have agreed to the first one.
It's not my law. Telling humans about the masquerade is against the laws of every faction of Kindred society. There are many that are aware of us as it is. If more become suspicious, it could mean our extinction.
So get your hands dirty.
If it has to be that way. David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
I'm pretty sure I can manage that.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
I don't think that's something I really want. Yeah. Courier does not like this velvet velour. How do we get up? But I do believe in the masquerade. That screenplay is the problem. I think I'm going to have to get done in this one pass through Hollywood everything relating to the more the nude side of the city, as I called it earlier. It's something I don't think my character would want to participate in for very long.
Night eating you?
Yeah, you could say that.
A good writer always does in this town. Hey, you in the business? 'Cause, man, I got tons of ideas for movies. In fact, I should give you one of my completed screenplays. This one's still a work in progress. Of course! I hope you find it a stimulating read. I really can't talk about it. He likes his privacy.
Come on. I'm hotter than Velvet is.
Okay. He's Guy, calls himself Julius. He lives under the pier. In fact, I'm supposed to meet him tonight.
Oh, no.
Talk about vampire film ideas all the time. He's a weird guy, but really creative. You know, I love how his mind works.
Julius, the thin blood.
She's had a fresh cup of coffee into the AM. In case you didn't know it. I'm your lovely hostess.
I don't want to give Julius up to the Camarilla for execution. The Thin Bloods have been through a hell of a lot already. What? What the hell? Is this okay? I don't... There's an enormous werewolf dancing in the streets. Why is this happening? Is any... I'm going to save the game and take a break because I think I might have suddenly been playing Eternal Darkness or something. My sanity meter is having problems.